Pisces, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 4th to the 11th of September, and you've got a sort of backwards and forwards reading, Pisces. Some absolutely fantastic cards with a little bit of grief here still going on for you. I'm just being honest, but at the bottom of the deck is the Star card, which, I mean, the Star card is just this beautiful divine energy, and if I'm right, you got this for your September reading, but what you most wanted, and what you most want is to feel this state of grace, of feeling connected with spirit, and being vulnerable, and being at one with the world, okay? It doesn't really get much better than that. That is the foundation of your week, okay? So I think regardless of the ups and downs here, Pisces, the potential is to have a very graceful week, because your crowning card is a Six of Swords, okay? Which to me has to be one of the most graceful cards. If you look at the ocean, it's perfectly still. She's got the weeping willow behind her, which is about protection. And this moon seems to be protecting her as she moves, as she glides her life forward into a new chapter. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Now you've got two additional guidance cards, because two came up. Between Worlds, which is very much the same as this card, yeah? And the Fates, which is the Serenity Prayer, basically. It's believing, a bit like the Star, it's that belief that there's a greater force. And you know, Pisces, I know how hard it is to see it at times. Very, very, very hard. But it's that belief that there's a guiding force guiding you, and connecting to it and trusting it. Not always easy, but that's the theme of your week, and it's the additional guidance cards as well. Now, you start the week with two beautiful Queen energies, okay? So this could be people in your life. You've got the Queen of Discs and the Queen of Fire. So it'd be a fire sign or an earth sign person, or someone who's got both qualities. I don't always read the cards that way, as most of my viewers know. We've got all the elements within us, and the Queen energies are about a great maturity and a great mastering the element. So the Queen of Pentacles would be about nurturing, okay? Nurturing yourself, stability and security. And if that doesn't feel what's happening in your life, Pisces, at the moment, because I really understand for a lot of people that's not the case, try to feel it within you, okay? So it's about feeling that sense of being nurtured, being cared for, and being protected. With the Queen of Wands, now she is the life force. She's our dynamic energy. She's our focus, she's our passion. And I think for some Pisces, which I've been getting for the last 3 months, this desire for you to blend all the different elements into your life and to create a life of meaning, okay? I'm sorry, I know, it's been going on. Every month's reading is almost the same, where you're trying to blend your material life with your spiritual life, create a life which has soul and spiritual meaning to you, okay? Now, I'm sorry if this, I just have to keep working with what I've got, okay? Because right next to it, you've got this King of Pentacles again, who will not stop showing up. He could be someone else, again, he'd be like a real estate person, bank manager, could be something like that. But again, it's the same as the Queen. It's about you wanting to be the king and queen of the discs element. So to be at home in the material world and to have some sort of mastery over it, which means living in a way which gives your life meaning, Pisces. With the Hierophant, so it's making me smile here. It's like, it's about doing the right thing, the Hierophant. It can be about an external authority, so going to see a counsellor, a priest, a spiritual teacher, but it's also about having that within us, okay? And it's not going away, Pisces, that you have this burning need to create more depth and more meaning and more passion in your life, okay? Some of you might be considering relocation for this, okay? But it's not a superficial need. It goes right deep to the core of who you are. Some of you might want to work in a way that's more spiritually aligned with who you are, okay? And this isn't, you know, I think some of you have been struggling with this for a very long time, to tell you the truth. So many of us are, particularly more spiritually aligned people, are feeling out of alignment if they're not being true to their own self. And Pisces, your reading is clear. You then go to the Five of Cups and the Nine of Wands, okay? So you're in a process, okay? The Five of Cups can sometimes mean loss, not getting what you want, a disappointment, okay? But the fives represent probably the most important part of a cycle, because it means you're halfway through a process, and when you get to the 10, you'd have completed it, okay? So you're somewhere in this process of emotional change. Maybe some of you have let go of something and the new hasn't came forward yet, which is always a really tricky time. Maybe you're spending some times in regret, which is never a bad thing. Just don't build your house there. I set a timer and I allow myself to feel what I need to go through. But then you need to keep moving it forward so the new can come in. And it's with the Nine of Wands, which you've got to keep away from me energy, Pisces, to tell you the truth, for these two cards. It seems to be a very guarded energy. You don't really want people that close to you. And I think it's because you're working something through, personally, okay? You're in the fives, again, I'm going to say it again, are probably the key. And no one wants to work through the fives, okay? But in working through the fives is how we move to the sixes and the tens. But no one wants to do it. Pisces, do it. Work it through, okay? If you look, his gown is half golden and half lead, which means he's in process, okay? And if you need to guard yourself and keep yourself protected, you do it. Because it's because you're going through a transformative process. You then end with a beautiful 10 of discs, so good money news, okay? Which is strange. 10 of discs, Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. All very good financial cards, all about security, well-being, having enough to share, and being in a very we're always in process of change. This is an awful lot of stability here, but if some of you are waiting for financial good news, this 10 comes with the Justice card, which means whatever, if you've been waiting on news, if you've been waiting on something to work out, this looks like it's actually beginning to work out. It might be through the legal system, or it might just be because eventually things right themselves, Pisces, eventually. And this is the spiritual laws coming right. and you're getting what you need. Because we need to have faith that if we're having a difficult passage, that there's an ending to it, and the 10s are a completion of a financial cycle. It's really, really intriguing reading here. There's definitely a sense of transition. 1, 2 cards saying the same. I'd say that 5 of Cups is a transition energy as well, okay? And the Fates, there's something bigger who's guiding you. If you look at this card, her third eye, which is, that's where we receive our impressions, our knowing, and it's wide open. And I always say it's a serenity prayer, to have faith, to trust, because at the end of the week, there's a manifestation happening, a completion of something. So some of you could be moving house, getting a new job, okay? That's the sort of energy that's working. Maybe you've been waiting on money and it's eventually happening. Looking for a job, housing, anything like that. Okay, Pisces, I hope this helped, and I'll be back next week for your weeklies, and you can contact me directly, celticgaiatarot@gmail.com, or it's on the About section of my channel. Okay guys, lots of love, bye.